We are ready again for another race of RacingLeague GT3 Season 5, and I'm right here, Tommaso Maffei, as always, ready for a comment these incredible races, and we're ready for the fifth race of the championship, half of the championship right here, and as we see, the track is flooded, a lot of rain in Monza, in Italy, and I think it's also good because right now in Italy it's raining, so it's the perfect time to rain for this incredible race. And as always, ready for the qualifying session, 30 minutes qualifying for the drivers right now, and we're ready with Jérôme De Witt, the first driver to set a time. This was the out lap, and we are ready for its lap right now. But first, as always, I think we go with the standings. Yes, as always, with Daniel Miller in first place, followed by Lucas Mathiesen. Third is Martin Stort, fourth Patrick van der Linden, and fifth Sergei Vish. As we see right now, 3 of results are cancelled because of standings of Singrid always evolve, but we see right now that Daniel Miller has the first place as best result. The last race wasn't in the race, it did not started, so that was certainly not a result that will remain in the standings, but we'll see who will win this flooded race in Monza. We don't see here Lucas Mathiesen, and also right now Daniel Miller isn't here also. Yeah, so Daniel Miller and Lucas are not here on online, so we will see if they enter in the session before the end of qualifying, or if they remain out of this race. Maybe we'll return in round 6, but we'll see. And also we are ready for this incredible race that will be certainly an interesting one with rain. We always saw great races with the rain. We will see if the rain will stop at the moment, but right now it's seemingly not stop. So we'll see. It's not everything can change in this 30-minute qualifying, and also in the an-hour race with Patrick van der Linden with the first time right now with a 2.3970 Roel Ordeman immediately with the first place with his Aston Martin. Ooh, going into the grass and lost the control after the start, but great time by Roald. With Arman Petrovic, 4th place with the Mercedes right now, Eckering, great time of 2:04.742 right now, 6th place. I think we go with Laurens van der Water, the Belgian driver, right now at the Lesmo 2, le curve di Lesmo in Italian. And after this, we go with the straight before the Ascari chicane. Under the Parabolica, the old Parabolica of Monza. Ascari chicane right now for Lawrence and his Porsche. Good line here. You can go on the curb when it's dry, but when it's wet condition, you need to stay a lot distant from the curb. But here we are for the last curve of track, the Parabolica, the current Parabolica of Monza, and finish the lap. We will see what time he can set. Right now is at 2 minutes and -4 and -4, 4, 3, 2. Only 2 milliseconds behind the Marco Klein with Valenduk. Yannick Valenduk, great time. Also with the Porsche, 2:02.475 behind there's Reinder Helmut and Patrick van der Linden with the Bentley, with Roald Ordelman in 4th place. So great qualifying right now for this driver. And they're doing a great job. Also, Maruben enter the server. And also Florentin right now. Booker Florentin in a difficult situation with the McLaren. McLaren that is a good car in dry condition. And normally here in Monza it's one of the fastest. But it isn't easy with wet conditions. So always anyway. Everything can happen to him, and we'll see if he can improve. But also attention to Davide Russo that is improving, and also Dion van der Does that is improving right now. Here at the Lesmo 2, they broke the bollard, so you need to brake in a different way right now if your ferment was the bollard. And here we are under the parabolica. Going into the chicane. Good line on to the enter. Ooh, a little bit wide here. Lost a little bit here. But the exit was good. Lost the control on the central part of the chicane. Ready for this incredible braking zone. Need to stay right, the brightest you can. Stay with the curb and don't go too wide. It's a good time. It's a good time for Dion. 2:03, I think. Yeah, 2:03.397. So very good time for Dion. 5th place right now. And also Michael Utman is improving with his Audi, the LMS2 Evo. The Audi that is riding right now in the GT World Challenge Europe, and not only in the Europe, but presently in more in the Europe and the GT America and GT Asia. In the GT Europe, we have Team WRT as example, that one of the most important team. But next season they have BMW as a car. And close the time with 3rd place. Great time by Utman. 2:26.80. So not bad, 7 milliseconds faster than Helmut, taking the 3rd place. Very, very good lap with also right now Arthur Duas, one of the 2 Duas brothers that are racing here in RacingLeague.net. And a little bit wide here in the parabolic. It was a very good lap until the last turn. And we'll cross with an improvement that is big, but not as expected. In the 5th place, very good time, 2:02.890, with the 1st fastest sector. And Patrick van der Linden, 2:01.880. What a time for the Dutch driver. Wow, wow, wow. This is an hell of a time, guys. Also Adring that is improving, also underwater entering the server. I think we go with Patrick van der Linden in an inside lap with the Bentley. We'll see, we'll see. Only engine for Bentley. We can certainly call Patrick van der Linden from now on the king of the rain, because this is an hell of a time. 2:01, 3:05. Wow! That was a great lap by Patrick van der Linden. And right now, all the drivers are behind the second. Only Adering is under the second distance. 7/10 of a second behind Patrick with his Bentley that is improving again, but we go with Render Helmut because he's improving. Maybe we'll go with a 2:01. All depends on the Parabolica. But Patrick van der Linden is on fire right now. With Reindeer, last corner for him with the Pingu car. Look here, the Pingu car. Very good livery for Reindeer. Pingu Racing. Wee 2:02.037. A little bit behind Adering, but he's there. In the funny part of this situation is that Patrick van der Linden has the fastest lap, but not the fastest first sector and fastest second sector. But the third sector of Patrick van der Linden is astonishing against the others. Already 3/10 of a second gained on all the driver, on all the faster driver in the third sector. It was an hell of a statistic. Right now, we are with Adering that is improving with his Monster Energy called car with the livery, Monster Energy livery. It's very cool, a very cool McLaren. And we will see if he can improve. Goes a little bit wide here, but the exit was good even if it's in the rain. And right now he's ahead of Patrick van der Linden. All depends on the third sector that Patrick right now has, and is improving again. So attention to Patrick. Yeah, here Adering lost a little bit against Patrick and is behind, but not by a lot. This is a great battle for the pole position when we are at half of qualifying. Right now here, again ahead. It's very close qualifying here. With the bit pass Adering, but Adering will pass, and this pole position for Adering. 23 milliseconds ahead of Patrick van der Linden. And Patrick van der Linden right now is losing time. And so we will see if he can regain the pole position. Not in this lap, but maybe in the next. And also attention to Valenduk. It is 1 second faster than his last time right now. With this time it will close in third place. Last curve for Yannick, and it's wide! He braked too late. That was a great lap, but right now it's not valid, and so you need to do another lap to try to beat the pole position time. And so we go with Arman Petrovic, that I think he lost the car. No, it's okay, it's okay. And he can join the top 10 with the time that he's doing right now. We will see if he can with its Mercedes. It's one of the Mercedes aficionados, if we can call it in Spanish. One of the loyal Mercedes driver. The other loyal Mercedes one is Davide Russo, that right now is in 16th place. The Latvian driver that isn't the fastest normally here in Racing League, but is one of the fairest driver we see here. Have a lot of control of the car and always leave space for others. One of the fairest driver here on Racing League, so good job, Armand, for being a very good driver and have fair racing with the others. And right now Pedrick's going in 12th place, stays behind the others with attention to Andrew Neon, also that is improving, but is in the first sector. Florentine is improving from 6th place, maybe going... no. He gained a little bit on his time, but staying 6th, so remain there. But attention to Helmut, into Velesmo too, because he's improving. Not by a lot, but maybe can go ahead Jérôme de Witt. All depends on the Ascari and the Parabolica. Ooh, a little bit of oversteer there, but great enter at the end. Ooh, wow! What a control by Helmut. Lost a lot. Lost everything after the exit of the Ascari, but that was an hell of control. So very unlucky by a reindeer, but it was an incredible save here in the rain at Monza, especially. And so he restart another lap, but Arthur Dubois, anzi, not Arthur, is Alessandro Dubois, but is improving. Right now, trying to take the top 3 of the standings. We will see if he can. Now Adering staying wide Alessandro Dubois. Wide at the Ascari. And block the car going to the wall. No, he stopped the car before going into the wall. The grass is slippery than ever here. Right now with this condition, and Ordelman is improving. He will stay in 5th place, but he is pressing Helmut. Very good job by Ordelman right now. His attention also to Eckering, Jaden Eckering. It goes a little bit wide of Ascari. So the McLarens have problem here at Ascari, as we saw. We will see if at the end they will improve. The only McLaren that has no problem right now seemingly only the McLaren of Adering, but also Florentine and Alessandro Vavet. They're doing a great job with the time right now. But we'll see, and I think we can go with another driver on board, maybe with Ruald right now? Yeah, on board with Ruald. But right now he's in Velesmo. After Velesmo one, we will have the Ascari as always. Need to brake harder than ever here and enter without loss the rear. Very good enter by Ruald, and the exit was good. Just a little bit, but it's the better way right now to gain. And attention to the driver with his head. Ooh, wow! That was an hell of a crash, and I don't know, with underwater. Want to see what happened to underwater, because it was a pretty strange way to crash there. Ooh. Wow. And it was in the worst situation possible. Very unlucky Ordelman. Certainly it will be a warning for underwater, I think, at least after this. But the race direction will decide after the race what will be the penalty. With Lars van der Water, but also improving with the Porsche. And I think we will have 25 drivers for this race. A lot of drivers that missing today. Most important is certainly Lucas. There is one that is missing. Also Daniel Miller, that is missing. The champion right now for the championship. And I think also Martin Sword is missing. Yeah. Also Martin Sword, the top 3 of the championship missing right now. With Patrick van der Linden that has an incredible opportunity. And maybe also Adering has an opportunity. Adering finishing in 17th place last race. And he can certainly improve. He wasn't here in the first 3 races, so he need to take all the result right now and have the best result as he can. With Underwater that is improving, with also Dubois behind him, that is improving by a lot. Also Utman. Lawrence van der Water will take some places. David 4th place is Lawrence van der Water 6th. Dubois is improving. And it will be 5th place for Dubois. And also Utman is improving with the Audi. A little bit wide, but great control of the car. Lost a little bit here. Will be maybe 6th place. 8th place for Utman. Helmut that is improving again. And behind Tobing and DJ doesn't set a time, at least right now. There's not valid time for them. And we will see if they can improve or not. Orderman is improving by a lot, and we go with Orderman for another lap. He's doing a great job with the Aston Martin. The second Aston Martin right now in the qualifying. Talking about the standings. But he's improving by a second. It could be pole position, guys. It could be pole position. All depends on the Parabolica. Attention, because it could be pole position. Roald, last turn for him. Ricard. Little bit wide, but the exit it's good. It's not pole. It's not pole, but maybe 3rd place. With Allenduck that set the pole position. 4th place for Waldorf. I don't saw the time, but Vallenduck right now is in pole position. And Adering need to exit to retake the pole. Wow. With an improving time by Alessandro Dubois. Taking 4th place of the qualifying. Wow. He's qualifying right now. We are at the peak. And Lucas is here in the chat. Network issues for him. Very unlucky by Lucas. It's certainly frustrating, but we will see certainly Lucas in the next race with his Ferrari, with his oversteering Ferrari, always oversteering Ferrari, because I think I saw always on the side Lucas with the Ferrari than the others, so it was good, but very unlucky Lucas. Hopefully we will not have the problem in the next race. But I think it's the first race you miss on Racing League, so it isn't that bad right now. And with this also you lost a little bit of BOP, so it isn't a bad situation at the end, I think. Or you lost all the BOP last race, I don't remember. Oversteering is life, I agree. Who like understeer is a bad person. Only oversteer for life. And attention with Patrick van der Linden with the Bentley. But is doing a great lap. Maybe it's Paul. It's near. When 35 seconds remaining till the end of the session. Great last turn. It's close. It's very close. And it will be pole position. Patrick van der Linden. 2:01.117. Third fastest sector. The only 39.9 sector. The others are on 30.2 on the first sector. But best with Tom DJ with astonishing lap of 2:01.87 with the first fastest sector. Wow. Great lap, and Valenduk is on the pit and also othering out. So it's only Dua that can take the opportunity for the pole position right now. He's doing a great job with his McLaren. Little bit wide there on Belesmo. Lost a lot. But Vascari can change everything. Very great entry. An even greater exit, but touch the curb and goes into the wall with a little kiss. And so Alessandro Dua is out of the qualifying. But attention to Uthman. But he's improving, not for pole position, but he can certainly take 1 or 2 places. Tom DJ that did an incredible job with the Lamborghini. 8th place for him at the end. Also topping set time. Uthman last turn for him is the last driver that need to close the lap. Also with Koen van der Wacht. Koen van der Wacht in 12th place. 22nd place. And Uthman 7th place for him. And so this is the qualifying with Patrick van der Linden taking the pole position. Right now a little bit of pause and we will return in 5 minutes for the start of the race. And so we are ready for the start of the race. Right now with the formation lap, the track remain not flooded but is wet. And the situation, it will be interesting with Patrick van der Linden with 30-second penalty. With the BOP. The BOP set by RacingLeague.net. We also Valenduk with 10 seconds, Wow with 10 seconds, Utman with 10 seconds, Vit with 10 seconds, and Petrovic with 5. I think there's no other drivers with the penalty. But it will be certainly interesting because we saw a pretty close qualifying session. And I think also the race will be very, very close. And the penalty could be very hard. Some drivers. All depends if Patrick van der Linden can have an incredible pace of the race. But we will only discover that only when the race will start. Right now, it's only moment for waiting for the race over start. The drivers are right now tasting the track. Here, taste the track with the tires. And they need to check the temperature of the tire also. Good luck by Patrick van der Linden on the chat. Also, Patrick van der Linden today is missing for the race, but he will certainly return. With Beller Patrick of Racing League van der Linden right now in first place, followed by Valenduk and Adering in the AM class because it's new. Valenduk and van der Linden in the Pro. The first of silver class is Marco Klein in 12th place. And right now, the driver will go in double file, ready for the start of the race. Here at the Parabolica, we are only waiting for the start of an hour of hell. In the wet condition of Monza, Italy. The Temple of Speed, as called in Formula 1. It's an incredible Formula 1 Grand Prix here last week. We will see another great race here this week. And we go with a great start by Valenduk. With van der Linden also followed by Adering. A great start by the McLaren driver and by the Porsche driver Patrick van der Linden. Not the best start we saw from him, but great braking zone, trying to stay on the inside of Valenduk. But Valenduk remain ahead and closing the door immediately. Van der Linden remaining in second place, but Kapovic with a crash, and also Van der Wacht with a crash. What happened? What happened here? Ooh. Was a little bit on the grass, and another driver, that is Dua, collide with him, also echoing. Strange, very strange situation. On the back! Nick Andering wide. What happened here? When the two drivers are side by side, Patrick van der Linden and Othering, ooh, contact between them, and also Othering goes a little bit on the curb. And so, right now, Van der Linden third, Ordelman second, and Valenduk try to escape with the 10-second penalty in first place right now. With Othering following Gutmann. You want certainly to pass him, but also Helmut with De Witt. We have this incredible group of cars from 2nd place to 11th place that are near and also behind them. But right now De Witt following Florentin. Great braking by De Witt on the way outside of Parabolica. Side by side goes a little bit wide. Maybe it's a possibility for Helmut, but no! Van der Water past Helmut immediately. Great move by Van der Water here. And right now, again on slipstream with Van der Water with an incredible move at the Parabolica. And braking on the first turn. With a lot of driver that goes low. Oh, wow! Lawrence Van der Water block the tires here to not crash onto the Witt. But that's not the bestest exit we saw. And in wet condition right now, the Porsche seemingly seem faster than the others. Certainly, Sharon, these are tough conditions, but the drivers are doing an incredible job. Also, Florentin a little bit wide behind Alessandro with Arthur Dubois that doesn't have the best start, occurring into the pit right now. Maybe doing his pit stop. With Dudok right now behind Tobing. Tobing, great start of a race for him. Because it was behind a lot of car on the back of the classification. Ooh, Reiner Helmut, great control of the car here, but Ordelman crashed. What happened to Ordelman? Immediately the replay to see what happened to him. Ooh, goes into the curb and into the wall. Great damage to his Aston Martin. He certainly needs to go into the pit. I think it's the best choice right now for the Aston driver. But we remain on track to at least try for another lap. Taste to try the condition of the car. With Laurent Van der Water again behind De Witt. Because certainly trying to be inside. I decide to stay behind De Witt. Great braking here. And great exit. Lawrence Van der Water doing a great job with the Porsche. And the Florentin side by side with Ordelman into the Biassono curve, chiamata also called Curva Grande. When I speak in Italian, I also speak when I say the name of the curve, I also speak in Italian because it's they are Italian names. But great move by Ordelman to defend, and De Witt onto the inside of Lesmo. Uno. He can't pass here, but it's there. Ooh, Lawrence Van der Water also try to take the outside of Lesmo 2. But he needs to stay behind because there's no space. And right now the battle between those three are amazing. But not also those three, because there's a lot of drivers that are doing a great job right now. With Van der Water that is pressing incredibly. Right now, and Ordelman lost the control of the car. Hit the brake before going into the track. So very respectful of our drivers. No. The enter of the track wasn't the best. And I think the driver that is out is Tobing. Hiro Tobing from Indonesia. Not happy, and that was not the best move from Ordelman. We do dog pass under those here in the Parabolica. Great move. And also again the water, underwater. Against David for the third time. He's waiting on David to have an error, but underwater have an error with the Porsche, and now it's moment of Reindeer Helmut to try to take the 8th place from Lawrence with the Pingu car. But stays behind, and underwater. What a braking! What a braking maneuver by Lawrence Vanderwater. And now Ordelman and Tobing into the pit. Yeah, it was a great move, a great choice by Tobing, but very unlucky. And Ordelman certainly not the best move to re-enter the track. Certainly it will be under investigation after the race. Right now, Pella Verbicki behind Davide Russo. For a 15th place. Battle between those two. The Dacia and the Italian. The Audi and the Mercedes, little bit wide by Pelle. No, good. He only choose a different line. And stays behind with Valenduk with the fastest lap time right now. And Van der Linden immediately take the fastest lap time, 2:06.72. 1/10 faster than Valenduk. Now we go with the battle between Florentin, David, and the water, and also Helmut. They are not near each other by a lot. They're not on 2/10 of a second, but by 1 second. But they are near. Right now Helmut follow Vanderwater by 3/10, and David follow Florentin by 6/10. Helmut again near the Belgian driver. Ooh, a little bit of error here, and Tom DJ, the Austrian driver, can certainly have an opportunity. This is a great battle between those three. And it's only question of moment and of laps before the attack of one of the driver, with Tom DJ that lost a little bit. David is gaining against Bokur Florentin, the Romanian driver. And they're studying again each other. It's more difficult to take an opportunity here because the conditions are not easy, especially in Monza. It is not the best track to have wet condition, and so the only way to pass in a carway is to wait the right moment, because before the right moment it only ends on a crash. Wow, great time by Adder in 2:00.025. It's an hell of a time. He's trying to recover to take the first place, to take the second place again, Van der Linden. But we are with De Vito a little bit wide here, a lot wide here by De Vito, but seemingly lost the control of the car for a moment. And now Jeroen. Study, but Tom DJ on Helmut. Pass. Great overtake. I need to see what happened here. Helmut goes a little bit on the grass. Embeds it because he lost the control. And Tom DJ immediately take the opportunity and take the place, the 10th place. The last top 10, not the 10th place, sorry, 9th place by Tom DJ. Ooh, and the car goes wide. No, it's okay, it's okay. And maybe Florentin, because David is behind Florentin and also underwater with the opportunity. With the helicam to saw from the high part, maybe free wide, goes a little bit wide of the water. With also Helmut and DJ. DJ defend very well, and David is behind Bocor Florentin with another incredible defend. And Dudok lost the control of the car. What happened to Dudok? Ooh, complete loss of control of the car. Wow, wow, wow. And they're studying, gain each other. Ooh, Geron again wide. Goes also into the grass. That's the opportunity for Lawrence. Also, Helmut ahead of Tom DJ. I don't know what happened here, but Helmut pass Tom DJ. Great move. Want to receive a Pingu car. Best car ever. Best livery ever, because the best car ever is the Lamborghini. And Lamborghini with Tom DJ. And Tobing, Tobing lost the control of the Lesmo. After the Lesmos. And great damage for Ido Tobing. And right now Florentin lost 3 places! Contact with Tom DJ that re-enter on the track in the worst way possible! And also Marco Klein collided with each other. Wow, 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 it was an hell of a crash. Want to see what happened. Also Petrovic. No, it's okay, Petrovic is okay. Wow, 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 what happened there, Especially with Bocor Florentin that lost a lot of places. Tom DJ arrived too fast. I think he brake a lot late. There, Bocor Florentin. Here, the Tom DJ need to go in reverse, not goes ahead, because Marco Klein arrived, and also Tobin goes wide and lost the control. What happened here? Wow, wow, wow. Also Petrovic into the pit, but not also Petrovic, but also Bocor Florentin. A lot of driver decide to go into the pit. Wow, what happened here by Render Helmut against David. Ooh. Wow! What I saw right now, guys! Wow, wow, wow! Lawrence van der Water had an heart attack certainly after that. Oh my god, what I saw, guys! That was an heart attack by Lawrence van der Water. I want to see that from the inside. Wow! Guys, that was crazy. That was crazy. My god. My god, my god. Maybe go inside for a moment. I need to see if we can do that. Okay. When the situation is normal right now. I think it's the moment to go. Yeah. I think goes in the best moment possible. Going inside Lawrence van der Water to show the car of Helmut. Whoa! Oh my god! Oh my god, that was that was very difficult to show, and I think Lawrence had an attack for a moment, but it was very lucky by Lawrence to had no damage after that. Also Helmut, very lucky there too. No damage, no one, because the bit break maybe too hard and too quick. And Helmut wasn't prepared, so decided to go on the right to avoid the hit, but risk to had an incredible accident with Lawrence van der Water. But luckily everything goes well there, because it was very scary. It was very scary, guys. And one of the driver lost the control. Is Tobbing. Tobbing, wait. It's not the moment. It's not the moment right now. Yeah, you can go. Good job. Good job by Tobbing. And right now, Neon behind Russo. McLaren against the Mercedes, a little bit wide here by Neon. And stays on 12th place right now. Following Russo. It is doing a great job. It's first Mercedes right now, but because Petrovic already did a pit, because I think after the pit will be the second Mercedes. But is doing its best to try to stay ahead. And now he's battling very well with Neon. Try to defending another way. And right now, two yellow cars. The one from Benjamin Dudok and the other one by Pelle Verbicki, battling each other. And Dudok pass against Pelle Verbicki, but Pelle certainly won't to retake the 13th place. Sorry, stays behind. No space. There's no space with Kapovic into the pit. Underwater goes into the spin. Verbicki repass Dudok. I don't know how, but I need to see what happened here. Dudok tried to remain into the track and goes into the curb. And Verbicki had the opportunity to repass and remain there. But I think we go inside the lap with Vallenduk. Yes, one lap inside Vallenduk. Wow, it was risky by Valendok, but remain in first place with Duwa that lost the control of the car. Need to see what happened here. Will pass by Lars van der Water, who lost the control at the Ascari chicane, but in some way saved it. And now Duwa is behind Lars van der Water, but ahead of Helmut. But right now, Valendok in first place, 3 seconds ahead of Adering, that is second, and he pass Van der Linden. Van der Linden in third place. Adering is doing a great job with a 1:59.902 lap time. The best right now is 1:59.8 by Valendok. That is doing also a great job. And right now we return to Helmut because it's pressing Duwa to try to pass him, maybe in the next curve. We'll see. But right now, great race with a lot of great battles and also some heart attacks for some drivers, because it was risky in some situation, and in some way everything is safe. And right now Reindeer Helmut trying to stay behind, and Ruben pass Arthur Duwa for the 15th place. So we go with Overbeeky again. This battle between Overbeeky and Dudok, the two teammates, they are doing an incredible battle between each other. Goes a little bit wide there, Dudok, but great save with his Porsche, and stays ahead of Peli Overbeeky with the Audi. Great battle also between those two from Blitz Digital Racing, but they are doing a very respectful battle between each other. These two rivals, these two racing drivers, that are doing the best they can do with underwater. Lost the control after the Roger chicane. And we go also with Helmut, because Helmut is behind Duwa. Is pressing him with the Pingu car. And stays behind, waiting for the right moment. Isn't easy right now to pass. Also is pressed by David with the ST racing car. And so need to wait. Lars van der Water, that is the first driver without penalties, 15 seconds behind Utman. But he's doing the best he can to stay ahead. He can certainly stay ahead of Van der Linden right now. Maybe also Utman. I don't think Valendok. But he's doing a great job right now, Lars van der Water. And so we stay here with Helmut, Duwa, and David. It's they're battling incredible way. And a great line by Helmut. Ooh, a lot of control. Wow, lots of control by Helmut, but a great control by him in the exit of Parabolica. And stays behind, take the slipstream. Also David, take the slipstream, try to take the inside line, maybe without braking. Outstanding braking by David, and a crash. Need to receive what happened with Helmut that wait for the French driver to restart. Very respectful, also lost a position against Van der Does. But I need to see what happened, maybe from Velikan, because it seems that brake a little bit. Okay, brake faster, and okay, I understand what happened. Because he braked before David, and David brake after. After that, he want to leave a brake before David to take the inside line of the first chicane and remain ahead of David. But Dua doesn't have a best line and lost a lot in the chicane, and after that Helmut had the contact with Dua. So it was a very lucky situation. I think also it was very respectful by Helmut to wait to let Dua restart the race. So very respectful move here with Mark Ruben, but lost the control at the Biassono. Yeah, completely lost of the control of Bentley, and luckily not a crash for, I think that was an Aston, I don't know, maybe a Mercedes. And right now Neon behind again Russo. He's still there, doing great job. Adering into the pit. Interesting choice by Adering. Because into the pit. And he restarting right now. Restarting in. Also Helmut into the pit. Great choice, I think, by Helmut. Attention, because there's Russo. Ning arriving right now. They are ahead of Adering. So Adering right now is in 11th place. Interesting 10th place, sorry. Oh no, it's Adering! It's Adering that lost control. What happened? Wow. Ooh. Yeah, fresh tires, guys. This is fresh tires. I think Adering after this will have certainly a difficulty to try to take the first place of a race, even if it was under the 10 second between Valenduk and him. But we will see. Everything can change with Valtteri van der Linden remaining in second place, with Utman in third place, 3 seconds behind van der Linden. Also, right now Dudok is behind Adering, but behind him there's Overbiggy. And these two were doing a great job with also Koen van der Bak right now pitting with also Mark Ruben and Booker Florentin pass. Mark Ruben is there in the pit, and he will start after also he's underwater, but it was into the pit restart. And right now also Mark Ruben, Veloverbicki. Right now Tom DJ also into the pit, a little bit of damage on his Lamborghini. Another driver decided to go into the pit. I think it's Neon. Yes, it's Neon. And Adering will certainly go into the pit, but attention to Benjamin Dudok and Overbicki. They continue. And so they continue for another lap. I think now after this it's time also for another lap with the drivers, with inside one of the driver's car. And here contact between Overbicki and Dudok. We Dudok that catch the chicane after the contact. Great choice, a little bit of contact between those two, but very respectful as always. They're doing an incredible race. And I think This is the best battle in all of the race right now, because it also goes by 30 minutes, I think, also. Maybe not by the start, but at least 1/3 of the races they already did between each other. So it's very good. Very, very good. So it's time to go in a inside lap with Michael Utman. Great lap with Michael Utman. But he's doing his best to stay ahead, and right now we go with Lars van der Water, because he's behind Jeroen de Witt in 4th place, and he's fastest, and he's faster. Lars van der Water goes in 4th place. I think one of the driver's side did the pit. One of was Addering, so it was Addering, but right now he's in 9th place. De Witt into the pit. So Jeroen taking the penalty and also doing the pit stop. Remember that the pit stop is it is mandatory refueling, but not mandatory change of tires. So the drivers can decide if they want to have a complete pit stop or only refueling. Normally they only do refueling, because tires are not mandatory, but depends in the drivers. It's a driver decision normally. And so we are waiting for top drivers to decide when to pit. It will be interesting when Valenduk and Van der Linden will pit. Also Utman in 3rd place right now, but he's doing a great job with his Audi. And I think we return to Helmut, because Helmut against De Witt again for another time. They are battling for 11th place right now. Also attention to Dua, because he's arriving against Van der Water. But Van der Water also demonstrate how fast he is and how good he is to defend the position. So it will not be easy. With Overbeaky that lost the control of the car. See where. Ooh, he saved it. He saved it in an incredible way. Great job by Pelle to save the car there. Van der Does into the pit right now. But great job again by Pelle. One behind is Mark Ruben, that is followed by Branko Kapovic with the Honda. Ooh, how he lost the control there. Mark, what happened? What happened there to Mark Ruben? That was a miss. I think he touched a little bit of a grass, but... Ooh, no, I understand what happened. Goes into a pool of water, and it was with tires a little bit steered to the left, and it was impossible to save. There's a lot of pool of water, especially on the left side of Monza, and so that was impossible. There, we lost the control exactly there. We saw the pool of water, but that was very unlucky, Mark. That was very unlucky, man. Now we are with Tom DJ behind Petrovic. And they're battling the Lamborghini against Mercedes. Two of the best constructor in all history. Talk about Lamborghini, one of the best constructors, especially on the GT. We will have also the hypercar on 2024. I'm very happy to see Lamborghini on hypercar, also Ferrari on hypercar in 2023. It will be very interesting to see Ferrari on the 24 Hour of Le Mans. And also Peugeot with his wingless car. So they decide to have that incredible car without the wing, but aesthetically is one of the best hypercar I saw. Glickenhaus still the best for me aesthetically speaking, because it has very artistic lines. I can call it artistic lines because it's a very artistic car. But right now Toyota is the best, but we will have Porsche, we will have Audi maybe in the future. The good old days of WEC will return. Because right now this championship is set to have a budget limit, and it was a great choice by the organization, because the LMP1 was very expensive in the last years. And at the Y into the pit with the 10-second penalty. And maybe Tom DJ will try to attack Petrovic. He's trying. But right now, if is in difficulty to pass against the Latvian driver. He follow him. Also Helmut with a crash. Yeah. Ooh, lost the control of the car into Vascari. Stays there and wait the right moment. Yeah, this is how you need to re-enter the track, rejoin the track without any problem. Now Helmut, Davide Russo and Neon are near each other. With Davide Russo with pressing Helmut for the 12th place. And Tom DJ also lost the control of the car. What happened to Tom DJ at the Parabolica? Who lost the rear. Going a little bit in the wall, but not too much. Luckily for him it wasn't a big crash, but he lost 4 seconds against Petrovic. Right now stays there with Utman into the pit. With Underwater that we'll see if he wants to re-enter the pit. No, he doesn't enter the pit. Stays there with Dudok, lost the control. Who's not the best position to stay there, but and again I lost the control again. Dudok with a donut of spins there with Orbig that pass him. Want to see was the first lost of control. Who there? Yeah, stays too much on the curve, and also the salsicciotto we call here in Italy. It is like salsiccia. This sausage in called it sausage curve. Sausage curve. Italian salsicciotto or salsiccia. And in Spanish they call it the banana. I don't know why, but the sausage curve they call it banana, and I think it's the funniest thing I ever heard in talking about the track. But they are very good about talking Formula 1, because I think a lot of drivers, a lot of sim drivers are a fan of F1, and normally. Because I'm Italian, I listen also to the English commentary, and not also at the English commentary, but also at the Spanish commentary, because I know Italian because it's my home language. I know English because I studied it. I know Spanish not because I studied it, but it was an interesting situation in my life. When I played baseball, I have a lot of Spanish, Latin American dudes, and so I learned a lot of Spanish there, and a little bit of French, because French is important. I think for me it's important to know a little bit of Spanish, and also a bit of German, because I think it's also important to know a little bit of German. Is the language that I know, but normally I listen to the English commentary, the Spanish commentary, and the Italian commentary. And I think the English commentary is one of the best I ever saw, because and I ever heard of, because I think Brandle and Crofty are one of the bestest commentator we have right now in the Formula 1 universe. But also the Spanish one is not that bad, because they talk a lot technically. They only became crazy when Sainz or Alonso are ahead. But also in the Italian, when we have Giovinazzi on points, also Italian commentator become crazy. But I think the Italian one is the less technical, and I think it's a shame, because it's very, very fun to have a technical comment also about Formula 1. But we are here when only 30 minutes and a half remaining, when only 5 drivers need to pit, that are Van der Linden, Van der Water, Overbeek and Dudok, and right now we go inside the lap with Van der Linden in second place. And so this is a lap with Patrick van der Linden, that right now is in second place. Maybe it will finish in second place, but there's a 30-second penalty that is important. We see that Lawrence van der Water right now is in 32-second gap between him and Patrick, so maybe it will be ahead of Patrick, but we will see, because it's also important to remember that with the penalty you need also to going into the pit lane, so you need to go under 50 kilometers an hour to the pit lane. So it's interesting. I think Adering and Utman will be ahead of van der Linden, but we will see. With Van Lenduk right now on our screens, that stays in first place. Great race by Valenduk. It was a great start by him, and also great pace by the Dutch with that Porsche that stays ahead. The Porsche that they're doing a great job. Valenduk, Van der Water and Dudok. With Dudok that need to do the pit and will finish, I think, a little bit behind than he is right now, but they're doing a great job with their cars. And here a little bit of oversteer for Valenduk that is ahead under 10 minutes right now. And I think we will have 5 laps at least, and after these 5 laps the race will finish. With Valenduk stays in first place right now. There's a battle, yes, Petrovic and Russo, the 2 Mercedes driver, that they have this incredible battle with Petrovic that brake a lot harder than Russo, and also going into the sausage curb a little bit wild to attack there, but that was also an interesting choice. Very lucky by Petrovic, but the important is to not have a crash, and the crash doesn't happen there, so very good. So Petrovic remain very close to Davide, seemingly, and it seemed faster than Russo. We'll see if it is like that at the end of the story, at the end of the race. 20 seconds ahead of Van der Linden is Valenduk. Underwater is 33 seconds. And Dudok into the pit. The first of the 5 drivers remained. And also Valenduk right now goes into the pit. Maybe it's time also for Van der Linden. Yes, it's also time for Van der Linden, because into the pit. Maybe Van der Water that is at Vascari right now. We'll see. Lars Van der Water. Last curve for him before deciding to go into the pit or not. Valenduk is exiting right now. Underwater will continue. Valenduk exited right now. Van der Linden into the pit with Adering right now at the last curve. Van der Linden is not exiting, so 4th place right now, I think, for him. maybe 5th. Yeah, 5th, because he's also behind Utman. That's the thing right now. Utman ahead, and so he's ahead of Overbiki, but behind Utman, 5th place for Van der Linden. Only Lawrence van der Water can change that. Van der Water right now is 2nd, ahead of Adering. With Petrovic, that's battle against Helmut. He pass David Russo. When they get into the pit, I don't know why. There is try to pass Pingu car of Helmut, but can't. Peloverbiki is 6th. Need to do the pit. After the pit, Dudok is 15th. Battle between Marco Klein. So right now at Curva Grande or Biassono, called in this way Biassono, because there's a little time after going into that curve, or Curva Grande because it's a large curve, and Grande means large in Italian. And very near, but no one changed the position. This is the only battle right now. With Tony J into the pit, stays in the pit. I don't know why. Don't know why, because the Austrian driver is in the pit. And stays there with Petrovic behind Helmut again. Van der Water need to going into the pit, but I think he will go in the next lap. The more realistic situation, because Valenduk right now is finishing his lap. Yeah, it's finishing his lap, so it will be 2 laps when you finish the lap. It's repetitive when you. And right now Petrovic against Helmut side by side. Take the inside line, but it's not always the best here in the first chicane. Goes a little bit wide and need to cut. He will wait for Helmut to pass. Yes, very respectful. And again, the battle continue between those two. Valenduk is on the penultimate lap. Van der Water right now entering the pit. Adering second place for him right now. I think also Utman stays ahead of Van der Water. Yes, he's ahead, but it's close. He's on the great exiting right now. Van der Water is behind. Van der Water is behind Van der Linden. Orbiki also into the pit. And so Van der Linden take the 4th place with Van der Water at the end, stays in 5th. That is also good because Lars Van der Water did a great lap, a great race, and 5th place isn't that bad. And Davide Russo against Petrovic Helmut that is behind them, so Petrovic and Russo pass Helmut that goes into the pit. Strange also here that Helmut goes into the pit, maybe for the fuel. That's the only thing I can expect there with Kapovic that did a spin in first turn.
Right, man. Leader is on the final lap.
To wait, and right now last lap with Yannick Wallenduk that will finish this incredible race. With right now that Kapovic restart. Orbiki restarting in 13th place. With Russo in a battle between Petrovic and him. Great battle between the two Mercedes. They're doing an incredible job. And it's very interesting to see at the end who will be the fastest Mercedes around. Here with RacingLeague.net. Right now the Latvian is the fastest. It seems that thing will not change, but there's another lap for them because they're ahead of Yannick Wallenduk that right now is in Vescari. He's going to finish the race in first place. If we see the classification, the standing right now, Yannick Wallenduk finish second in Suzuka, and the other free race wasn't even finished. And so, right now, Yannick Wallenduk take first place and win here at Monza, 5th Grand Prix of the championship of 9 races. With Nick Adering, great race also by Nick, taking second place. That was an hell of a race by Nick. With Michael Utman finishes in third place. Michael Utman, great finish of the first 4th place of the first race and 5th place of the second race. A third place that is very good for him. Patrick van der Linden continue with the great race. And it was a great race, 4th place for him. With 5th place by Lars van der Water. Alessandro 6th place. With Jérôme De Witt in 7th. The other BMW of Dion Bardardos immediately after him for the 8th place. And Dion Bardardos is also the winner of silver category. With Adering winner of the AM category, but Adering I think it will not be in the AM category after this. Neon 9th place. And Petrovic's 10th place to close the top 10. And the best Mercedes 7 is him, with Russo in 11th place. Marco Klein 12th place. And Benjamin Dudok right now in 13th place. Not finish, at least seemingly to not finish the race. But we saw the top 10. I think it's time to close the live. Thank you very much to everybody. Remember that the next race will be, and immediately we go with at the COTA, at the Circuit of America, on 26th of September. We wait there at the same hour for GT3 Season 5 of RacingLeague.net. Thank you to everybody. Goodbye by Tommaso Maffei. Ciao ciao.